Hello. So, yeah, this will be part 5 in this ongoing series. Get to know me by my physical TBR. Hmm, I figure this will be the last one with fantasy, and then I'll continue with another genre. But yeah, let's start, right? By Endo Kado Cut. I've rotter word. So, yeah, don't know much about it. Um, But Anthony Ryan in the Raven Shadow series, I have Bloodsong. Then by a Dutch author, let's see, correct order. It's the Hidden University series by Natalie Koch. Yeah, this is the first one. This is the second one, and this is the third one in that trilogy. So yeah, can't wait to find out how she holds up as the Dutch fantasy author against all the other bigger names I've already shown you. Um, then by Robin Hobb, the third book in the Rainwild Chronicles. I guess this one is called The Dragon Keeper. Yeah, still working my way through all of the Realm of the Elderling. Really liking the series so far. And then by Mark Lawrence, I have Grey Sister. And then we will have some more Marcus Heights books. This one's still in the dark era. Uh, yeah, oh yeah, they're also translated from German, so really don't know the English names. This is book 6, this is book 4, and this is book 5. Yeah, need to discover him some more. And then also by a German author, this one is Bernard Hennen. I have the Elven Riders series. So if I'm going to translate it out of my head, well, I think if the Dutch title will sound in English, this will be the Brotherhood, and this one will be Alphenmark. So yeah. And another book by yeah, Bernard Hennen. This one is called Ravenstorm. And then I have by Eduardo Spoor, The Angels of the Apocalypse. And by Neil Hancock, this is the first book in this series, The Cycle of the Light, and this is called Grimwall. And then by Pierre Grimbert, Grimbert, how you want to pronounce it. He has written some books in the world of G, and these are in the series The Secret of G. Yeah, this is the third book in that series, and this is the second book in that series. Um, yep. And then he also written another series, and that is called The Children of G, and this is the second book in that one. Then by J.R.R. Martin, another book in yeah, The Unfinished Tales. So yeah, more Tolkien books. And by Joe Abercrombie, this is the first book in the First Law trilogy. Yeah, what was the name in English? The Last Argument of Kings. And then by Catherine Kerr, I have some more in the Devery or Westland series. So Up for you. Days of Blood and Fire. Dagger Spell. And oh, it's not. The Dragon Revenant. Yeah, that's not what it says in Dutch. So really happy that I looked that one up. Then by Jennifer Fallen, I have in the Wolf's Blades trilogy the second book and the third book. By Monica Felton, I have the third book in the Thale saga. By Jenny Woods, this is the second book in her Fire Cycle thingy. By Robert Jordan, The Path of Daggers. By James Clemens, yeah, these are the Dutch versions, as you can see. What's the series called? The Hinterland series, book 1 and book 2. Then by Sergei Lupyanenko, the third one in his first trilogy. So you had Night Watch, Day Watch, and the third one. Yeah, really liking it. This is urban fantasy, and this one will also contain 3 stories, which will be interlinked together because we have the same main characters and events. Probably that will happen in the first story, and in the second story we'll come to a conclusion in the third one. And that's primarily based on the first 2 books, which had the same system. And last one of this batch, The Priest of Arik, and still the continuation in the Chronicles of Laptibin by David B. Coe. So yeah, that was the first batch up to the second one. So welcome to batch 2 of this series yet again. I have some in the world of Warhammer, because they also have a lot of books. This one is called The Legend of Sigmar by Graham McNeil, and this one will contain 3 books. Heldenhammer, Empire, and God Game. So yeah, it's nice to see the whole trilogy together, right? Then another Dutch fantasy author. Let me translate it to The Stone of Grike by Michel van Middelaar. So yeah. Then I have 2 other books by Weiss and Hickman. This one is The Rose of the Prophet, and this one is the one in the Dragonlance series. So yeah, can't wait to find out. Then some more Ted Williams, The War of the Flowers. Yeah, still haven't read any of his work. I got previously mentioned. And then in the Shadow La Quartets by Ted Williams, I have the second book. Yeah, the third book, and the fourth book, and I already mentioned they all will have the bow on the cover. That's the primary reason I bought these books. Then by Anselm Audley, I have the Aqua Silva trilogy. So the first book will start with Heretic, Inquisition, and Crusade. Yeah, new author. Also by Ted Williams, I have book 3 and book 4 in the Alderland series. And this will be one of the only Dutch translations there is of the Warcraft book, and this is The Day of the Dragon by Richard A. Knaap. Then by Kate Elliott of Cold Fire. This is the second book in the Spirit Walker trilogy. Then by Elspeth Cooper. This will be the first book in the series called The Wild Hunt, and this one is called oh, Songs of Earth. Then another book by Karen Miller. This is the second book in the. I really don't know what's the series called. The translation is Instance Lost. So yeah. Then the English version of The Sword of Destiny by Andrzej Sapkowski. This one will also be in the Witcher world. Another one by Karen Miller, and this is The Chosen Magician, if I'm translating it correctly from Czech. Nope. This is called The Prodigal Mage, and this one is in the Fisherman's Children trilogy, and this is the first book in it. So bad with the Dutch translation of titles are so terrible. So yeah, my bad. This will be Crusade. I guess they will have. Damn it. By Angus Donald. This is called The Holy Warrior, and this is another one if the in this Sherwood series. So this will be another one of the Robin Hood retellings. Then I have a Dutch version of one of the Madison books by Stephen Erickson. So this is Death House Gate, only in Dutch. Then by Charles de Lind, this is called I really don't know. Spirits in the Wires. So yeah, can't wait to find out how his world works. And I probably have shown this one before. Still some more Raymond E. Fights and Jane Woods. And these are the Dutch versions of them. And I have a better series of this one, the hardcovers. These are the paperbacks. This is all in the Rift War saga by him. So yeah, up to the third batch. Yeah, welcome to the third part. And let's get right into it. So this will be 2 books in the Dagger of the and the Coin quartet. I have the King's Blood, that's book 2, and the Tyrant's Law, that's book 3, by Daniel Abraham. And really bought it because I like the cover of this one, and I saw this as the first book. Need to find book 1 and book 4. Then I have some more books by L.A. Banks. I showed 2 books before, so this will be Minion and The Awakening. By Bernard Cornwell, I have 1356. I guess some historical events will happen in it. 2 more Dresden Files by Jim Butcher, Grave Peril and Blood Rights. Can't wait to continue with that series. The 11th book in Terry Goodkind's series. So I will read all of it and will give you my thoughts when I finished with them. Even though he is not the best one. This is the second book in the Seven Water series by Juliette Maurier, and this is The Son of the Shadows. Heretic by Bernard Cornwell. And Excalibur by Bernard Cornwell. Death of Kings by Bernard Cornwell. So a lot of his books I also need to read. The Gift of the Forest by Sarah McLean. Yep. Some more L.A. Modestet, and this is The Death of Chaos. Another one by Karen Miller. Yeah. This is The Reluctant Mage, and this is the second book in the Fisherman's Children series. Then another one by Weiss and Hickman in the Rose of the Prophet series. This is book 3. And a special one, because this one is only in Dutch. It's called The Adventures of Karel Jansen. And it's really written by Kevin Theeuwsen. And the special thing about it, this one is written by someone who has Down syndrome. So, can't wait to find out. Then I also have some more by what's his name, Stephen Donaldson, in the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant series. So The Wounded Lands, Barrel of the White Gold, and I don't know this one. Let me see. The Ill Earth War. Some more. Mirror of Her something. A Man Rides Through. My bad. We need to prepare these ones for videos. The Power That Preserves. And Golden Fire. This will be a very short one in that realm. We'll wait with these two because they were the newest ones. Some other one in the Dragonland series by Weiss and Hickman. So this is part 2, and I showed you part 3 already. Then by Stephen Lawhead, I have The War in Paradise and The Silver Hand. And I guess this is also in a series, but I don't know the name of it. Then by Mate Carranza, I have The Witch War, and these are in book 2 and 3. Or no, my bad. This is book 1 and book 2, and I need to find book 3. So this is called The Clan of the Wolf and the Ice Desert. And then I have a whole trilogy by Robert Carter, and that one's called The Language of Stones, if I'm directly translating it from Dutch. And I am correct. Yeah, he finally did a good translation. So yeah, it doesn't have any subtitles, So this will be part 1, The Language of Stones by Robert Carter. The second one does have a subtitle. Let me see. Language of Stones. This is White Mantle. And that's the third book, my bad. And the second one is called The Giant's Dance. So yeah, and then onto books I purchased recently. I have A Gallant by V.E. Schwab, and yeah, I haven't read any of her work, but I thought this was very nice to see. So yeah, I just bought it, and also to discover some of her works. And then by S.A. Chakraborty, I mispronounce it terribly, I know, but my bad. Yeah, the Bronze City, City of Brass. Yeah, City of Brass. I know the book is out a couple of years now, but this is the first edition that came out here in the Netherlands. So for me, this is a new release. Um, yeah, that'll be all my fantasy books. Thanks for watching, and until the next series. Bye.